everyone. It's nice to be back on the stage. So today I want to introduce and present one of our projects, which is exactly aiming to fill in the data education gap that we are observing here in Georgia. So how it started, and I cannot even blame the organizers for this technical obstacle. Okay, so I know that you all know about DataFest Tbilisi, and you know that it is organized by ForSet, but I'm not sure if you had chance to know very closely what we do, what is ForSet, who is behind the project that I'm about to present to you, and also behind this festival. When people ask us who we are and what we do, it's always very hard to explain, and we came up with explanation that ForSet is a combination of a civil society organization, of a creative agency, design studio, and a development company that brings together data journalists, designers, illustrators, animators, and project managers. And we do some magic, in my opinion. We do some amazing work around data visualization, data communication projects, and to learn more about and to actually see what I'm talking about, you are all invited to the Partners Expo. The right corner is ours, and you can see what kind of products our team is working on. So how it all started, why we are standing on this stage today. ForSet started in 2017 with 10 team members, and over time, as the scope of our projects increased, we faced the need to increase our team and to add new team members. However, we faced some challenges. We could not find people with this very specific work experience and skills, meaning data communication, data visualization. All the few people who had experience in this field were already our team members. Of course, we experimented with different models, like onboarding beginners and training them on the spot, but it was for a very, very small team, like 10 people, company and organization. It was a big kind of risky commitment, because after these few months or even a year or two, when these people are already properly trained, their plans change, they are students, they graduate, they go somewhere else to continue their studies, or they discover that they are not interested in this field anymore. That's why we came up with this idea to create an educational program which would be targeted to the future employees. So even the name of this program was Learn and Get Employed at ForSet. So the entire training program was designed around training young people so they would become employable at our organization. And in early 2021, with a very, very moderate support, but thanks for that support anyways, to Tbilisi City Hall, we launched our first edition of youth training program in data visualization and project management. And I think nothing can, and the program contained theoretical course, of course. It contained practical assignments, so the students had to actually work on the real-life projects, or the projects which would be very similar to the work that they would need to do once they would join our team. And after these two steps, successful graduates would be invited to join our team as paid interns for 6 months. And after the real successful graduation of the internship program, some of them would be offered the job placement at ForSet. And nothing can illustrate the success of the program than this photo. As you see, Alexandra is the graduate of that first cohort of our training program, and today she is hosting DataFest Tbilisi with our team. And she's not the only one who joined our team as a full-time staff member. We also have an animator, designer, and so on. So this was a very successful model in our opinion. However, when we started reflecting on all these applications, hundreds of applications that we received for our training program, we realized that there was a big number of young people who were looking for training opportunities in data science, not in data visualization and project management that we were offering, but in data science. And they were actively searching for guidance and mentorship to develop in this field. So to respond to this realization, we teamed up with Maxine AI, a very good friend of ours, and we got support from the USAID Economic Governance Program and launched the second cohort of our youth training program. This time we offered two different directions. One, our traditional data analysis and visualization course, and the second one in data science. And we prepared a short video to summarize the content of the course and the results. So we will see it now. So because of the pandemic, the entire training program was online via Zoom, which enabled us to very easily make the recordings of these training programs and then edit these recordings for the data science part and create a free digital library on YouTube. So anyone who is interested in this topic can go and go through the entire training on their own pace. And when we were designing this project, we knew that it was something really beneficial and it would contribute a lot to the field. However, the feedback that we received after publishing these videos on our YouTube channel was overwhelming. People were like saying thank you, and they were like, wow, like this is so amazing. Some of them even commented that having access to these recordings, and not only recordings, but also the training course that we ran, changed their career path, and it was kind of like turning point for them. And to be honest, we did not expect this much this scope of openness and appreciation that we received from the community. So the lessons that we learned from this experience is that the reason why we did not expect this much wow effect was that there are already a lot of similar programs in English language online. Like we know that there are free and affordable courses, and anyone who is interested can go and start learning. However, our finding is that language still matters, and having these learning materials, these video recordings in Georgian language is a really big factor for our community, and it made the course more accessible to Georgian youth. And also, analyzing the feedback that we received is that it's important to have the right people leading the training programs. Our trainers are the ones who come from the industry, who are the practitioner trainers, so they are very approachable. It's not like a lecturer and student attitude, but they are more friendly, peer-to-peer teaching kind of attitude, and I think this really made it more appealing to our students. And of course, they are very friendly and open, and that also helps a lot. However, there are still some challenges remaining for our program, and one of them is that now that we made this online program available for anyone on YouTube to go and watch and learn, we are now thinking to solve this problem. How can we systematize this online learning? How can we enable certification? Certification meaning that how can we say that this person has gone through our online program and now he or she is ready for employment? What are the mechanisms that we can work out around this topic? And then the second challenge that we are working on right now is to create stronger bonds with employers, and organizing this session at DataFest Tbilisi is one of the attempts how we want to let you know that we we have these graduates. Some of them are in this audience. They will be wearing t-shirts like this, so please approach them. They are like really cool kids. And we also want to create more systematized way to help the recruitment process, facilitate this recruitment process from the companies and our graduates. And what are our plans? We want to turn this single project into a new and bigger initiative, and we want to launch ForSet School of Data, its own kind of entity and initiative, which will be solely dedicated to trying to fill in the gap that we have been talking about. And also all this experience that we have collected in teaching data science, data analysis, and data visualization, we want to somehow turn it into a very high level, self-taught online courses. Obviously, this is just the start, and there are a lot of new topics that we need to add to our digital library and to our list of the courses. So this is the future to-do thing for us. And for the long term, we are also thinking that we need to start earlier. We need to go to schools and start from the school kids in order to invest in the future. So these are our plans. Here are our contact details. I'm sure you have some ideas how we can work together. You might be professionals that might want to take up this course. You might have some feedback about the courses that we have run. You might have some ideas how we can increase the scope of our project, or how we can help in your initiatives, or how we can target the needs that you have as employers. This session and this event is exactly just for that. Please approach me and our team members. Let's talk how we can fill in the gap that exists in Georgia. Thank you very much.